Hello, everyone. My name is Butter Tongsly, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Genshin Impact. Where we last left off, we were making some more progress through the story, getting some very interesting events happening, especially the outcast of Sumeru has returned, and they have been literally on our tails with ambushes from the Eremites. And also, they have now revealed that the Fatui are involved with the Akademiya. Now, I finally, with the help of my friend Placid, I was finally able to finish my character grouping for my team in Sumeru to something more comfortable, and I get to utilize more of what the current Traveler I'm using is capable of. I have, of course, the Traveler themselves, and they're ultimate able to boost characters' elemental mastery, which is really, really nice, including their own, so not lots of nice elemental damage. Sethos backing that up as another damaging DPS character, really good, especially since their main stat is also elemental mastery. And being that if I use my Traveler's ult and I need powerful single target damage or a little bit of single target with AoE, Sethos can do lots of nice damage with that. Xinyan being our new pyro character instead of Diluc, because I still need a shield character. I like to have a shield character on hand, and Xinyan was the best alternative choice because I do have Toma, but I've not really used him enough, and his shield doesn't last as long as Xinyan's. So I went with Xinyan because her shield lasts longer, and I have her second constellation, which makes it so when I activate her ult, she automatically gets a level 3 shield, which is really, really nice. And of course, we still have our heal, Barbara. And all of these elements can work hand in hand with Dendro, which is what I mainly wanted to do. I wanted to make a group of characters that can all combo with Dendro. And the elements that work with Dendro is Electro, Pyro, and Hydro, because they all have special unique effects with Dendro. Mainly also with the Traveler's Dendro abilities. So, yeah, we got ourselves a dream team, and we got some really powerful enhancements in our weapon. I got to enhance her weapon a lot more, which is really nice. Got a lot of defense going, especially in her stats. Massive amounts of tankiness. She is just behind the Traveler, too. Sethos has a lot of really good elemental mastery, just a little bit above the Traveler. Haven't been getting really good elemental mastery artifacts
I wonder when I'll
to
be as tall
really
as
make
my
use
big
of it,
sister.
but I've done the best I could. I also have these Acquaint Fates that I have forgot to collect when I got these characters to 70. So I'm going to grab these and maybe we'll take a look to see like what we're rocking. And I also have some, as you can see, more yellow artifacts for some of the characters. Haven't found a good one for Barbara, sadly, because I haven't gotten one that is a feather. I want to keep this stuff because the 4-piece item from this is really good. It increases the healing, and I don't want to lose that. That's been really helpful for my Barbara. I want to get a better feather that could give her just a massive amounts of HP and hopefully a 5-star. But until I do, sadly, have to stick with what I have, at least for now. So yeah, like that is all of my characters set up, and they're all looking really, really good. I'm liking this team composition. And why don't we check to see if we have enough of those fates to make a 10 spin for the basic banner? Ooh, we do not. And as much as I would like to spin for either of these two characters, Placid wants me to save my Primogems for the next coming banner because we're about to get a couple new characters. And I figured, sure, why not? I'll save up on them. So, we are going to now continue the story now that I'm done blabbing away. But before I do that, we're going to quickly go to Sumeru. We're going to grab some quick rewards waiting for us to collect, and then we're gonna move forward. So, see you guys after I collect it, and then I'll see you guys at the desert. Alright, we're finally arriving to our destination, which took me a little bit of walking through the forest. But we have reached our first destination of the desert. We're finally here. On camera this time, because I was farming for resources to level up Sethos, and it revolved around me having to actually go into the desert with Placid's help to find the resource. But thankfully, Sethos can track the ore. So, yeah. I get to finally go here now as part of a video. Let us see what happens in this place. Do I go up the stairs? Is that what I'm doing? Am I going up in here? Okay, no. Hard to tell because the minimap's so tiny. Check training guide for suggestions. Nah, I'm good for now. Thank you.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebot. It's pretty lively here.
Yeah, I'll say.
So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Truly awe-inspiring.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Oh, well, look who it is.
Over here.
You're still hiding that, little memory core from me?
He went that way. Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
I don't know, but I know he's still hiding that thing that we went through so hard to get. No, he worked so hard, not went. That didn't make sense. Sorry.
What the? Where did he go?
Oh, we were being followed.
How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Thanks.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Akademiya.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Akademiya? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Akademiya's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Akademiya, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
So, did you participate in the Sage's big project?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the Sages can offer.
So, you were actually looking for me?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Must be because I was so shocked to hear those words again. World, forget me.
Alhaitham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
Well, yeah, I say the situation is a little complicated.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the Akademiya after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right? ... No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sounds good.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
That and he was so confused about me saying ... It's like, what? I was speaking Datanese. If you don't understand it, well, maybe you and the Akademiya should learn more.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa. This landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Okay, that was weird. The game froze for a second in that, that little, interchange to the cinematic or cutscene. Whoop. Oh, hi! Hey, you're a character. Whoa. Okay.
Sino.
Am I gonna fight you?
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Akademiya. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Alhaitham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Akademiya. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Being that he's part of the Akademiya, yeah, he has helped me, but I still don't trust him. I don't know if I would say that out loud. Yeah, I'd say that doesn't mean I'm going to stand by and do nothing.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Alhaitham. I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No. He lied to us.
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Akademiya, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Akademiya?
Is it a mission from the sages? Oh, I think I hit the
should
nail.
have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh! What you would do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
Oh, hi. Nice to see you, Dia.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the Akademiya duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Oh, great. It's a three-way brawl. Neither of them can afford to be distracted by Dia.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Uh-oh. Oh no, the wind has become a character!
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong! Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly!
Hey,
You have to take cover.
I have that character.
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you Akademiya folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Jeez. So difficult to move to Akademiya people that are eyeing each other. Oh, great. Are you guys going to be doing that here, too? Yep. They're doing it. Oh, it's, everyone speaking, Dotanese here now. Okay. I can do that, too. ...
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down.
Okay.
Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Nice to meet you.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
And you have my gratitude.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
Ooh.
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Alhaitham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Akademiya's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the Akademiya of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the Akademiya before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages.
Yeah?
Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
But we still can't trust him too early, because for all we know, he might be just doing this off of what the sages told him to do, just to earn trust with us. We'll have to just wait and see, Paimon.
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Alhaitham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the Akademiya, I overheard a conversation between Alhaitham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Alhaitham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
So they were watching us from the very beginning. Great! How wonderful! What next? Are they gonna put me back in the stupid dreamscape world again? I swear, if I have to go through another Samara, I'm going to be so angry I'd rather everyone go brain dead. I will literally find a way to make the Akasha just turn everyone into brain dead people, and then Sumeru will be the land of the brain dead.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Alhaitham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
What about your encounter with me? Also, earlier, while he was talking, my head turning and all that was me cracking my neck. Don't mind me. My neck has been a little stiff.
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Akademiya I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Akademiya. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Yeah, things did go like that.
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Yes, it kills
You should
cats.
be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Akademiya. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Have fun, Dia.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, dear.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
What the hell was that?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
After a while, the sands outside begin to fade, I guess it was.
The winds died
saying.
down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Should be.
Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Ha! I love that. Boys are as chatty as the floor. But we're going to have to continue this in the next episode, because we're all out of time for this one. So, in the next episode, we're going to go outside, and we're going to see what's going on with Candace of why she's, well, not come back yet. Hopefully, everything's okay. We will see. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and ding the bell so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto the channel and to help support it. As always, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye!